Welcome to day 10, and today's verse is quite interesting. It says, Mana Papa Sankalpa Sodho Nidhyava Mana Satya Sankalpa Jeevim Dharava Mana Kalpanante Nako Vishayamchi Vikareं घड़े तो जनी सर्वचीची. If at all, if we learn the perfect tune and if you have a good voice, and I think it doesn't take more than 20 seconds per verse, so it's so nice. But we are more interested in the inner meaning than the verbal chanting. So the whole gist of today's verse goes like this. As you know, thrice it has been mentioned as mana, O mind, O beloved mind. It says, give up sinful desires and adhere to truth resolving rhymes. Never even think of passions people will ridicule in endless sessions if we follow that. That in essence what? That we'll see in the session. Now, if you have to look at the word by word meaning, it says, Mana, O mind, Papa Sankalpa, sinful mottos, Sodoni, abandon, Dhyava, give up, Satya Sankalpa, truthful aims, Jiva, in one's heart, Dharava, hold, Kalpana, ideas, Te, then, Nako, want not or want not, Vishayanchi, sensory indulgences, Vikare, bad effects, Gate, happen, Ho, indeed, Jani, among people, Sarva, all, holy, Chi, utter disgust. Even we say that, Chi, even in regional languages, right? So if you see, yesterday we have seen about what you call the non-duality nature and the oneness nature. And before that we have dwelt on Dusta and Papa. Dusta karma and Papa buddhi. Correct? Now again, today we are saying the same thing. Papa sankalpaha, sinful mottos to be abandoned. Isn't it? And after that, what should happen? Satya sankalpa, truthful aims. These are the two keywords for today. And we'll see the results of that. What happens if we follow Papa Sankalpa? Or what happens if we abandon Satya Sankalpa? I'm telling the opposite. As a word of caution. Now for the clarity, in the previous session we have seen what Dushta Karma is, that is causing inconvenience to others, and Papa Buddhi is sinful thoughts, right? It can be like Brahma Hatya, Go Hatya, all these things are sinful acts. And Dushta is over. Then here he says, Papa Sankalpa, that is sinful motives. So at times, what I mean sinful motives here, at times actions might give bad results. For example, a surgeon, after the surgery, there is a possibility where the operation will be successful and the patient might collapse. But that is not a Papa. No, that is a Dushta Buddhi. Isn't it? Because there's not a Dushta Karma, because the karma is to save the life and the intention was also to rescue the patient from pain. But the result is different. Therefore, such things are not sinful. But if the motto is sinful, for example, you promise somebody, hey man, I will get you a car. for your benevolent service. And then the man says, okay, not now, let some time happen, let you grow much richer, and then we can think of it. And in the process, the man, he said, okay, as you are going to gift me a car, I would like to offer this two-wheeler as a donation to the organization so that for the office work or for something people can use it. And you accept the donation and you forget the promise. This is Papa Sankalpa. Means you are putting the other person in trap of your Vak Maya Jalam. That is sinful. So for these things, definitely we have to, when we reap the fruit of it, good or bad, as the seed you sow the fruits you reap. It can be different. It can never be different. So now, here what happens, if a person gets involved in sinful motives and in sensuary pleasures, they get indulged. Sense pleasures, unwanted talking, right from unwanted eating stuffs, listening to hard, sounds and noises and music, whatever it is, seeing all unwanted things, feeling and touching with the skin, whatever it is, all sensuary pleasures which give temporary benefit or temporary pleasure are all sinful. Of course, Bhiksha Ushadam Bhujita, when you are hungry, you have to eat. I don't say no, but eat healthy food. Don't keep on eating like a glutton, gobbling like a glutton. No. Eat healthy food. Have moderation, as we have seen in the Gita class in our previous sessions. So, such things, what happens, if a person gets involved in sensual pleasures with sinful motives, the bad effects will get to him or her. And people will start to get disgusted with that person, will not like such people. But the same thing, if you are truthful in your aim, Satya Sankalpa, in your heart, Jivim, and hold ideas of high esteem, then you will be appreciated by all and you will be a role model to all. There are two characters in our epic. If you take Ramayana, you can be either Ram and Ravan. Whom do you want to follow? Though in spite of all the difficulties that a person has underwent all his life, but today, if there is a son born in any house and if you want to name the son with a letter starting with Ra, all of us will think of Ram, not Ravan, though both are starting from R. That is the iconic way of living. Isn't it? The bad effects of this. Now, what we are supposed to understand is the mottos which are harmful, understand that also harms us because we are restless, we don't have sleep, we are always trying to protect ourselves. A simple thing like telling lies. Then you have to remember to whom what lie you said and you have to be protected. If it is truth, always you can be nirbhayatva, you can be fearless. Understand? Isn't it? So to sum up this, we are saying that, oh mind, move from sinful intent. Be inspired by truth motives and dwell not in indulgences of the sense pleasures, which leads to ill effects of disgust. Understand what we call as heaven and earth, both are here. Taking again and again births after births is itself hell. Not that you go somewhere else. And becoming birthless is heaven. In simpler words. Therefore, if you want to go to that proceed where we don't want any pain. We should be truthful always. Saying so, I conclude this here. Thanks for being with. Kindly like, subscribe, and share with all like minded people. Thank you.